Hey mom, can we go rewatch Star Wars? It just got re-released in theaters. Silly James, who wasn't born in the early 1990s. We have Star Wars at home! Hello and welcome to James in the Frames. It's Christmas time once again, the holiday festivities are in full swing, and it's the most wonderful time of the year. For most people. It's also one of the first Decembers where we won't be seeing a new Star Wars film released in theaters. And since that is the case, I decided to review the worst Star Wars film ever made. The Last Jedi. No. The Phantom Menace. No. Attack of the Clones. No! Oh. The Star Wars Holiday Special was a television special released in November of 1978. It is also known as the first ever Star Wars spin-off film, set between The Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope. Which begs the question, is it canon? Well, yes, but actually no. Certain elements from the special are actually canon, such as the holiday Life Day, which was actually mentioned in The Mandalorian, although I still have no idea if it was just a joke.
I was hoping to be free for Life Day.
When the holiday special first came out, it was panned by critics and fans alike, and to this day, I'd say that everyone's views have pretty much remained the same. George Lucas himself said that he wanted to hunt down and destroy every single copy with a sledgehammer. Luckily, with the age of the internet and memes, especially Star Wars memes, for Star Wars fans, this holiday special is a goldmine of material.
Of course, if your family has a hearty appetite, I would suggest then that old popular holiday favorite, the Bantha Rump.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, what are my thoughts on the special? Well, as I mentioned earlier, it's the worst Star Wars film ever made. But after watching it once, I can without a doubt say that it's one of the worst films I have ever seen. However, it offers one of the weirdest, most disturbing, and hilarious experiences you could ever have with a piece of media. I am literally this close to calling the film Lynchian in its presentation, but not in a good way. The story is about Han Solo trying to reunite Chewbacca with his family on the Wookiee planet Kashyyyk for Life Day. Simple logline, right? Oh. Just you wait. Before the special even starts, we're told that the Incredible Hulk has been cancelled?
The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Damn it! So, Han and Chewie are on their way to Kashyyyk while being pursued by some Star Destroyers. It's pretty obvious that they reused footage from A New Hope, and throughout the entire special you'll see more reused footage as well as some deleted scenes from A New Hope. And your eyes are fine, that's Harrison Ford in the flesh. And he'll be joined alongside Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Anthony Daniels, James Earl Jones, David Prowse, if only they knew what they were getting into. Next, we're introduced to Chewbacca's family. His father Itchy, his wife Mala, and his son Lumpy. What is that? Yes, although Chewie himself looks completely normal, Chewie's family look like low-budget furries dressed in Halloween costumes. I mean, Itchy looks like he bought a gorilla mask at Walmart. If the appearances weren't terrifying enough, it gets worse. Remember how Chewbacca in the movies would answer Han and the other characters with funny Wookiee growls and sounds?
She's rich.
Rich.
Remember how hilarious and endearing those sounds made the character? Well, in this special, they throw that charming Wookiee aspect completely out the window. With Lumpy making ear-screeching, nails on a chalkboardy, and hellish Wookiee noises that make him sound like he's dying. Thank God someone told that thing to shut the f*** up! In Chewie's case, it was funny when he made those sounds because you didn't understand what he was saying and you could interpret pretty much anything. But in the holiday special, it's constant and there's no subtitles, so there's no possible way to understand any of the Wookiees. After Lumpy nearly f***ing dies after taking out the trash, he goes over to what looks to be a Didgeridoo table, like we see on the Millennium Falcon. And I thought for a split second that we might get a reference to the actual game of Didgeridoo. What ensues is the beginning of absolute insanity. This is an indicator for what's going to happen for the next hour and 29 minutes. Brilliant foreshadowing if you ask me. Also, just a quick question. What in the f*** is this doing in a Star Wars holiday special? It's literally a psychedelic Cirque du Soleil performance, and it seems to go on for a lot longer than 3 minutes. The same goes for every musical number in the special, but we'll get to that. Chewie's family then contacts Luke Skywalker.
Whoa, wait a minute, one at a time.
And he comforts them, saying that Chewie will get there soon. He's never missed a life day after all. Also, Mark Hamill, what did they do to you? He has this weird eyeliner on, and he stares into the camera lens throughout his entire scene, which is a little unsettling. It feels like he's staring into my soul.
Come on, Mala, let's see a little smile. Come on. There, that's better.
Oh, man. Then an Imperial officer and this old guy named San gaze into the abyss of a miniature aquarium.
Pocket-sized aquarium. Wonderful, isn't it?
At this point, I'm losing it a little bit. After that, we get an appearance by none other than Darth Vader himself.
I want the rebels located and identified, if it means searching every household in the system.
Look out, guys, he's here to ruin Life Day. Again, you can see that they used a deleted scene from the Death Star in A New Hope, which is pretty dumb when you consider that the Death Star was blown up in the previous movie. And now, folks, we descend further into madness. If you think everything I just talked about is weird, check that runtime. We're only 19 minutes in. 19 minutes in. So now, we go into the cooking segment. Yes, you heard me right. Mala attempts to make a bantha rump while following the instructions of a thing that can only be described as a hyper-realistic Steven Universe character who wants to be the Martha Stewart of the Star Wars universe. It's segments like these throughout the special that make me laugh for all the wrong reasons, or just stare in utter disbelief at what I'm witnessing, or keep me frozen in absolute terror.
And guess what we're ready for now? The cooking.
If you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called fucking non-stick.
There's also the possibility of me going insane, which, believe me, happened quite a few times.
Stir, whip, stir.
Kill me! Kill me! I will die! After Wookiee kitchen nightmares, San stops by the Wookiee home to bring them presents. Isn't that nice? God, I hope it's a bear trap. One of the presents is for Itchy, and oh boy, is Pornhub VR shaking in its boots right now. Wait a minute, James, you may be thinking, isn't this special intended for younger audiences? You tell me. So Itchy is given some sort of VR psychedelic erotic headset, and we get to share his first moment with it.
I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? Oh, we are excited, aren't we?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna blind myself. But don't worry, it gets weirder after that strange sequence. we get
Repeat and repeat.
a song? What the hell is this? Is this some sort of low-budget James Bond title sequence? We then see that the Falcon has finally made it to the planet. Lumpy rushes to the door, thinking that it's Han and Chewie, but oh fuck, it's Imperials. Any kind of chance the special might have had to create tension or any feeling other than utter confusion is completely out of the picture at this point. They start searching the house, and while they do, San tries to create a distraction. One of the distractions is a music video by none other than Jefferson Starship. The song goes on for a while, and it's not half bad. Oh, it's over. Oh, guess it's not. After the music video, the Imperial officer decides to continue his search.
We are going to continue our search.
Why Lumpy looks directly at the camera, I will never know. Maybe it's an artistic choice by the director, a choice that reveals the character's inner turmoil by sharing this moment with a fearful cry that transcends the screen. No! The officer then tells Mala to keep Lumpy busy, and here's where the holiday special actually gets kind of decent. Lumpy on his little TV thing starts watching some sort of animated program. The animation quality wouldn't have been so bad if every character didn't look like they were a part of some Hanna-Barbera fever dream. But then again, if you've made it this far, it shouldn't be all that weird. If it's the really weird stuff you're looking for, oh boy. We'll get there. So the whole premise of this animated segment is about rescuing Han and Chewie. Luke, along with R2-D2 and C-3PO, follow the Falcon to the Salsa planet? The wiki says it's a water planet, but to me it looks like Chip Dip. They're then attacked by a monster, and as they're being attacked, none other than Boba Fett appears and saves them. Yes, this was the first appearance of Boba Fett on screen, and it's actually a really cool piece of Star Wars trivia. He's also wielding a weapon that is very similar to the one that the Mandalorian uses in Season 1. The plot of the animated short is pretty simple. It turns out that Boba was actually working for Darth Vader just like an Empire, and Luke escapes along with Han and Chewie. And now it's time to go back to hell. When we come back, the Imperials are still searching the house, and we then get probably one of the most dramatic moments in cinematic history.
Go clean up your room.
While cleaning his room, Lumpy works on creating a device that will fool the Imperials into leaving. The manual for the device is a presentation that is done by a malfunctioning droid. So after the droid f***ing dies, Lumpy manages to put the device together. Meanwhile, Tatooine is being put under curfew by the Empire. We get a look inside at what is definitely not the Mos Eisley Cantina. I mean, is it the Mos Eisley Cantina? The Cantina band is there. Are they just doing a gig at another bar? Wait a second, was that a sped up Tauntaun scream? Then there's a conversation between this old guy and Grandma Bartender. I know her actual name is Akmena, okay guys, but honestly, what kind of name is that?
Excuse me, I have a customer waiting. I'll be right back.
Come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Lady, run! Just fucking run! What? Their conversation finally ends with Grandma Bartender leaving the old guy who we now know as Krellman. I'm sorry guys, give me a second. Krellman? Leaving the old guy who we now know as Krellman by himself.
I can wait forever to hear it again, because I know...
Come back soon, I'll be waiting.
Then the Empire tells everyone in the bar to leave, and, well, obviously, nobody does. What do you think might happen? Nobody resists the Empire. They're just gonna come in there and kill them all. Fuck no, we're getting another musical number!
One more dance, friend. Just one more chance, friend.
So after yet another song that lasts around 5 minutes but feels like an hour, we finally see Lumpy's plan go into motion. He manages to distract the Imperials using his translation device, but is discovered by the remaining stormtrooper. The stormtrooper grabs the device and just smashes it against the ground, while Lumpy runs away. Yes, apparently this particular stormtrooper lacks self-esteem because he doesn't even shoot him. Well, to be fair, it wouldn't be the first time a stormtrooper would miss something at point-blank range. It looks like Lumpy is done for, but Chewbacca comes in and shields him, while Han kills the stormtrooper. Han then leaves because he has to get back to the Falcon, thank God you got out of there alive, and the Wookiee family prepares to go to the festival held at the Tree of Life. At this point, I barely have any idea what the fuck is going on. Are they going through a portal? Can Wookiees traverse space and time? Is this Tree of Life some sort of gathering area for a cult? Holy shit, sure damn looks like it. So, we've finally reached the end of the Star Wars Holiday Special. There's really nothing else to do right now except celebrate. Our heroes are reunited at the Tree of Life, and if you're not in a straitjacket by this point, we made it! We made it through this hilarious, surreal, and horrifying experience. It's all over.
I hope that this day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication and our courage, and more than anything else, our love for one another. This is the promise of the Tree of Life.
Wait.
We celebrate a day of peace.
I thought it was over.
Day of harmony.
No! Yeah, there's one more musical number at the very end that is really the icing on this disastrous cake. I mean, I don't even know why I'm calling it cake at this point. It's more like the bone-dry brownies your coworker makes for your birthday at the office, without any frosting. Harrison Ford's face is priceless. I have never seen a man so depressed. What's funny is that he was actually trying throughout the entire special. And I guess this is the moment where he questions his entire existence. Okay, we're done, right? Alright, good. Nope, yep, guess we're not. Apparently Carrie Fisher was as high as a kite while filming the scene, as well as the entire holiday special for that matter. And I honestly can't blame her. By the end of the special, the experience you've had is already so abnormal. And then this song comes out of nowhere. It had me glued to the screen. Not because I wanted to watch what was happening, because I needed to watch what was happening, just so I could get it over with. Thank God. The Star Wars Holiday Special finally comes to its conclusion. Honestly, it's one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen, and I'm not even sure that I can call it a movie. The fact that it still exists and can be seen on YouTube is baffling to me, and it's safe to say that it's gained a cult following, for all the wrong reasons. It's hard to think what exactly was going through the writer and director's heads when creating this thing. However, one thing I will say is that the budget for this special was only $1 million, and they still managed to bring back most of the original cast members. I'm sure that some effort was put into the making of it as well, and they probably did the best they could, so I'll give them props for trying. All criticism aside, I had a lot of fun reviewing this one. Not so much fun watching it, but hey, I've seen it now. It's also been a different experience looking at a bad movie as opposed to mostly good movies, which is what I've been doing with the channel. Don't think I'm gonna make any more exceptions because from what I've seen here, I at. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, you know where to go, and if you really enjoyed it, I will gladly direct you towards that subscribe button. I really want to grow the channel and make more content, and by you subscribing, that helps me reach that goal a whole lot more. What do you say? A Christmas present for your old pal James? Maybe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a very happy Life Day, I mean Christmas, and I will see you after the credits.